Hello and welcome to PaxAriaGaming. This is Reg, episode 12 of Ghost of Yotei. Let's get started. We're going to begin today doing the Winter Farms quest to unlock the Kunai.
なあ、あんた弟を見なかったか？
何があった？
弟の忠吉がいなくなっちまった。薪を集めに森に入ったきり戻ってこねえんだ。
探しに行ったのか？
一人じゃ行きたくないんだよ。狐の霊が出るって噂があるし、あいつに何かあったのかも。交渉だから探すの手伝ってくれ。
案内してくれ。
こっちだ。ここらで人が消えるのはこれが初めてじゃねえ。
一人で出歩くからだ。
薪を取りに行っただけなんだ。忠吉のやつすぐに戻ると言ってたのに。
So this quest along the way is a little short quest before we actually get to the Winter Farms. To help this guy who apparently cannot fight, and we're looking for his brother. Thanks again, Kiba saves the day. Okay. That went south in a hurry. All because I'm trying to do a good deed, helping this guy out. I was minding my business on my way to my first main quest of this video and couldn't turn down this guy in need. Yeah, I still think this is overall the best armor in the game. The other ones are, there's some other good ones that I have that are pretty situational. Oh, wow. Wait, I guess he can fight. He's fighting now. He didn't fight the first time. Okay, I don't really understand that. No Brother Left Behind is the name of the quest. Okay, let's take these guys out with my magic bow. This almost feels like cheating. By the way, it's a charm that I have on that allows me to do this.
ただ吉落ち着かねえ畜生どうなってやがる何か見えた
Oh well. The only problem with it is you use a lot more arrows. But you kill a lot of the enemies all at once, so it's a good, I think it's a good exchange. Sometimes I realize I have the Onryo ghost thing and I don't use it. And I get hit one time and it goes away. So it doesn't make sense not to use it, even if it's just for one person. Okay, buddy, where's your brother? Oh.
ただ吉
ここから出してやる。
何をされたんだよ
腹が燃えるように熱い。
毒を盛られたな。中へ運べ。
おい死ぬな死ぬんじゃねえただ吉なんとか言えよどうしたこいつが
気の毒に。
なんでこんなことに
狐は手塩ヶ丘の人を使って毒を試してた。キュービ組はその手法を継いでやがる。
この5分ただ吉のもんだどうかあんたが役に立ててくれ
No brother left behind. Okay, so now we can get back to the winter farms. After my moment with Shubaki. Or Shibuki. Okay, how far did this take me out of my way? Not too far.
同士討ちとはな。こいつは何を盗んだ。
Yeah, no more fights before we get to our destination. So this must be the contested farm. I don't see any enemies. Oh, okay.
返り討ちにあったようだ。九尾組、区内でやられてる。
花、思い直さないのならば、
Oh,
こ
there
こ
are
で
the
死ん
enemies.
でもらうぞ。
人違いだが、切り合いたいってんなら相手をしてやる。
その子から離れな。
てめえが花か。
いいから備えな。火星が来るよ。
Okay. Apparently, Kunai are very powerful in this game.
さすがだね。ひどいありさまだ。
ここから去れ。九尾組はまた来るはずだ。
狐の尻をなんぞに家を追い出されてたまるものかい。
区内の投げ方どこでもなんだ。
案じなさんな。あいつらの一味じゃないよ。
区内は役に立ちそうだ。それにこっちにも始末したい狐の資料がいる。手を結べるんじゃないか。
敵の敵は味方ということだね。よし、わかった。手を貸すなら教えてやる。片方の肩を引いたまま一歩踏み出して、もう片方の肩を振り切るんだ。手首で投げるんじゃない。勢いが落ちるから。体すべてを使いな。ほら、よくなった。九尾組は待ち伏せて一気に攻めかかる。次は動く的で練習するよ。うまいね。
どうして九尾組はてめえを追い出そうとする。
あいつらの狙いはここらの畑を奪うことだ。こんな北の果てでみんな苦労して耕してきたってのにね。そう、九尾組は数人で現れる区内を続けざまに投げな。一度に投げる数が増えるほど動きやすくなる。いいよ。
Yeah. I don't know whether that's gonna happen.
俺はここらの生まれでね。
Yeah, I think I got
偏僻な
both.
土地に住めば自敵に暮らせると二親は思ったようだけど、
Nope.
まあ読みが甘かったみたいだ。
Okay. That was
覚え
better.
が早いじゃないか。
一度投げたら見つけるのに骨が折れるな。
もっと作ってやろう。その前にどう助け合えるか話そうか。飯でも食いながら。このトーナスがもったいないからね。
Finally. I should have gotten this so much earlier.
ここらの畑は他の家も世話をしてると言ってたな。
ようやく暮らしを立てたってのに、一人残らず出ていくよう脅されてる。
どうして離れない。身内を失う不安があるっていうのに。
俺が区内を作るようになったのと同じゆえんだね。ああ、その話はまた今度。 この辺りには家が4個あることだけ覚えておいてくれ。一緒に様子を見に行くなら後で好きなだけ区内を作ってやる。
アツだ。その話乗った。
区内が足りなくなったらいつでもおいで。お前のためならいくつでもこしらえてやる。いい品だよ。
Yep. Well, that looting helps me be able to upgrade immediately.
満足したかい？
Nice. Let's do this.
どうぞ。
Let's do it again. Okay, so I need more black powder.
仕事が山ほどある。
The Winter Farms is officially underway.
頼み事かい？お前の区内を見せておくれ。
Yeah, every time you see her, she's going to say this, which is sort of annoying because sometimes you just want to run past her. So she's now part of my wolf pack.
仕事に戻るとするかね。
When the game started, I did not think the wolf pack would be this many people. I thought maybe 5 people, something like that. And as time went on, it just kept growing. Even the golden bird is part of my wolf pack, which is weird.
のたれ死ぬんじゃないよ。
All right, so we need to find these other farms. They're marked on the map. Really? As much as I like dogs, that was a bit much. Okay. They came out of nowhere. All right, so the farms are not as big as the homesteads. Oh shoot! I should be using my. Should have been using my listening sights. That would have been a little bit more helpful, but it's still not using it. Oh my god. Buddy, my arrows are so much better than yours. I think that's all of them. Although I don't know how he got behind me and the other one from front. Once again, interrupted while we were on our way to a mission, which seems to happen a lot in this game. That's the horse, which I don't mind. I don't mind too much. It's the ones that you meet an NPC and you start their quest and it takes you miles out of your way. And I don't mind because the main quests are always going to be marked on the map. It's the little ones that you haven't gotten to yet. Like if I'm headed to a fox den and I haven't gotten there, so it's not showing up on the map yet, and I'm heading in that direction, and then I get pulled away, you sort of have to find that fox den all over again. I mean, unless you're making notes, like make a note. Okay, it's above this river. It's in this place. If you're doing that, then that's fine. But I don't do that. So unless I remember it, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to do this quest. I'll come back to that. I will say that I will complete all of the activities in the game. You won't see me do them all. I'm going to try to get as many of them done as possible before the end game. But if I don't, I will complete them after the end game, and then I'll show you my progress. By the time you see this video, I will have completed the game. just wasted ammo there. So there's 3 more. It says there's 3 more. I thought I killed that guy. Actually, I don't see anybody there. Let's go down and take a look. So this skill that's unlocked here is part of the survival chain in terms of techniques. Oh, great. Great. These guys are all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, that's not working too well. What it allows you to do is typically when you do the listening thing, you have a white outline. What this does is just turn the outline red, because then you can see that they're enemies, and it'll last a little bit longer than the white outlines. I like it because it eliminates the ambiguity as to who you should be targeting. And it actually has pretty good distance. And because it's the last technique on that particular skill chain, it's not like you're going to get it early in a game. I mean, I guess you could if you were investing in the survival stuff from the start. I wasn't, because I think it was more important for me to unlock the weapons and get them as strong as I can get them. The wolf dens I wasn't worried about because those technique points only go towards the wolf. Yeah, so you can't use those for anything else. Whereas the other technique points, the non-wolf related ones, you can use them for anything else. You can use them for, you decide where you want to use them, but the wolf ones can only be used for the wolf. And while I've been making a lot of progress with the altars of reflection, I know I've missed some. Okay, so they're hiding in these, well, I thought he was hiding in the barrel. I guess he's hiding in the next one over. Yeah, so the one thing about this technique I'm using is that I'd say 99% of the time it works the way it's supposed to. The percentage of the time when it doesn't work that way is in an example like this. Right? So this guy is... I mean, they're hiding. This is what happened in the caves as well. The Ninetails hide in these jars, these clay pots. So if you break the clay pot, you can get them. Which I guess is realistic. I mean, if you aim an arrow at something, an object, it might break the object, but it may not be strong enough or have enough momentum to actually kill the person who's inside of the box or whatever they're hiding in. So I guess that's a little bit realistic. It's interesting. I don't know why the kunai didn't work that time. I guess it was too far away.
遅かったか。佐吉の一家を近くで見つけた。怯えてたけど、怪我はなかったから。俺の畑にかくまってやった。頼りになるね。
キュービ組と同じ武器を使ってるわけを聞かせてくれるか。
クナイを使うのは凍った地面を登るため、硬い土を掘るためだ。
で
だけどここの暮らしは辛くてね。クナイで身を守る術を編み出す者も出た。忍びの中には俺の身内もいるんだろうさ。
だからといって百姓を殺していいわけじゃねえ。
本当にひどい世の中だ。
なるほどな、ガテンが言った。
あと3つの畑を見に行ってくれないか。新たな区内もこしらえておいた。気をつけるんだよ。
Okay.
息災のようだね。
One farm down. Let's go to the next one. After we loot.
今日はどんな用向き？さあ。面倒事は避けるんだよ。
I probably didn't need to buy those. I'm assuming they're scattered all around her little farm. Yeah. See, that was dumb. I should have done my scouring first and then talk to her. Okay. There are 4 farms, excluding Hana's original farm where we found her. So we're going to continue our quest to take on each of the farms. That one was not as skillful as it should have been.
Hana の畑だ。
助けて、誰か。
敵討ちもしまいだ。聞こえてるか怨霊。
待ってろ。
お花さん、あんたまで捕まったかと思った。俺も抗ったんだけど。
みんな無事なのか。
ああ、森へ逃げたから。
よかった。さあ俺の畑へ行きな。
まだキュービ組がいると思うか。
ムクロより足跡が多い。近くに潜んでるだろうね。お前は家の裏手を、山の方を見てくれ。よーく耳を澄ましな。マナコよりも頼りになるからね。
落ち着け。辺りの音に耳を澄ませる。見つけたぞ。
本領でも死んじまうのか。俺の他にも多く
片付いたね。ここの畑が無事でよかった。土の耕し方を親から教わったところだから。
区内の鍛え方も教わったのか。
そんなわけあるか。家事は女の仕事じゃないさ。でもあの人に会ってからその考えが変わった。ああ、区内が欲しいなら鍛え直したものがある。それとあと2つ畑を見に行っとくれ。
忘れちゃいね。
Okay, on to the next farm. And we have a bamboo strike on our way to the next farm. This one's easy. This one's still easy. Now this is where you usually mess up. Totally messed that up. I'm trying to play it in my head before going. Yeah, all you have to do is hit one wrong button. Okay, come on. All right, focus. At the first four. L1, L1, triangle. All right. Focus on the last three. L1, L1, triangle. Okay, there we go. The first ones are kind of easy. Of course, the first one is always easy. The next one is not that difficult. Who the heck are you?
オン博士、その刀で吉兆を、銭を少々恵んでいただき、刀を抜いてくだされば、そなた様の未来を占いましょう。
てめえ剣槍術師だな。会うのは初めてだ。
剣槍とはつまり刀のお顔。刀は多くを語りますが、その声は小さくか弱い。いかがなさる？
刀を見せるだけでいいのか？
一目だけで十分。なんと麗しいこと。では拝みます。怒りが見えます。生き血と常闇。それが狼の剣の求め。しかし加えて欲する者は平穏。ご用心を。ある男がそなた様の刀を奪おうとするでしょう。山上のわす森の北の方が見えます。灰の木立の下、そして火の燃ゆるところかと。どうかご分を、狼の剣の子よ。
Okay. So the question is, do I want to do this, or do I want to do Hana's farm first? Why don't we go ahead and do the farm, and then we'll go back and do that, since that's a new sort of a new quest item for us. So let's just finish up Hana's farms.
Hana が言ってた畑だな。キュービ組がすでに嫌がる。
They're confused. They don't know where Atsu is. I should call her Princess Deathstrike. She's deadly with the bow and arrow. Okay, I think I gave away my position by using the other bow. And the reason I'm wearing this armor set is because it makes enemy detection much more difficult. So whenever I go into these little areas like this, I'll use this armor set. If I'm just going into a one-on-one fight, then I'll switch to the Undying armor. Or if I have time to switch, should the situation change, I'll do it during the fight. Okay, there's 1, 2, either 2 or 3 people.
怨霊は殺せんのか。何か見えた。苦
労人か。悪いけどここで死にな。
I think think the game actually wants me to use Kunai when I'm fighting these guys.
お初無事か。トラはどこだ。子供たちは。
ここらにムクロはない。どこかに逃げたんだろう。
きっと俺の畑だろう。見かけ通り強い女だね。あの人に合わせてやりたかったよ。
あの人ってのはてめえを変えた男のことか。
苦内の鍛え方を教えてくれた。戦い方も自分の身を守る術だと言って。
俺の弟と似てるな。女は男よりも死神に会いやすいと言ってた。
そうかもしれないね。苦内が入りようなら新たに鍛えたものがある。だけど最後にあと一つ畑を見に行ってほしい。
This one's interesting. There are no enemies.
Hana!
キュービ組の仕業だ。お前も手を貸してくれ。
あいつらは俺が。
I should have gotten more heavy arrows before I came into this fight. These guys aren't giving me a time, giving me time to do anything. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't see where the arrow guy was, the archer. He just seemed. Yeah, I think that's what the game wanted me to do all
縄なん
along,
ぞに手こずってるのか。
言ってくれるね。
いいから急げ。
is to actually use the kunai instead of fighting these guys like that. Makes it much easier. Yeah, I probably end up using way too many the kunai. If I just hit them once, it seems to take them a while to die, and because I'm not sure whether they're dead or not, I just keep throwing. But that's sort of a bit of a waste.
よかったよヤヒコ。お前が無事で。
Okay, so I've replaced all the kunai, got all the loot.
キュービ組は片付けたが戻ってくるはずだ。
区内の扱いで俺たちに勝つつもりかね。稽古を積んでもっと守りを固める。そのいとまはあるからね。お前のおかげだ。
礼をしたいなら焼きトーナスをもっと食わせてくれてもいいんだぞ。
お安いご用だよ。まずはここを出よう。もしあの人がこの光景を見てたら、きっと次の収穫のことを考えてたろうね。
どうして死んだんだ。
きつい病だ。厳しい冬の年だった。焼いたトーナスが好きな人でね。俺がそれしか作れないから。
俺も好きだぞ。
お前も料理が増えてってことだ。お前どうしてこの土地を離れないか聞いたね。夫も二親もここに埋めたんだ。この土地に。他のみんなもそう。
亡くした人を捨ておくわけにはいかねえな。トーナスもか。
トーナスならなおさらだ。お前のおかげでみんなが救われた。感謝してもしきれないよ。
The winter farms is done. That was fun. And we finally unlocked the kunai and a charm that turns him into blazing kunai. Okay, so let's see what these ashen tree thingies are all about. We got this quest from a woman who wanted to read our katana just before we started the winter farms. And we showed her the katana. She had some little premonition and then told us to come here. And it looks like it's a Nine Tails place since I saw the symbol on the map.
刀を使う仕事とはどんなものだ。
賞金組の居所を掴んでな。大物の泥棒で賞金もでかい。だけど俺一人じゃかなわねえ。千葉の虎政って異名の男だ。浪人を殺して刀を奪うらしい。手を貸すってんなら賞金は山分けにしよう。どうする？
人様の刀を奪う男が灰の木立の下にいると忠告を受けた。
何？誰が言ってた？いや、それは千葉の虎政のことだろう。
またはてめえが嘘つきか。
俺が？あ、 俺はただの賞金稼ぎだ。
おい、
ついてきたのが運の月だったな。
I knew this was an ambush.
この刀ありがたくいただくぜ。
Defeat the thousand blades. Alright, what about it? 6 of these guys. This is where the kunai would come in helpful, right? There we go. There we go. So the fire kunai actually does a lot of damage. We got like 4 of them.
答えろ。俺の刀をどうするつもりでいやがった？千葉の虎政様よ。
売るんだ。決まってんだろ。ただの刀じゃねえか。
ただの刀か。あの剣槍術師本物なのかもな。
Okay. The burning of Castle Ishikari. I've been to this castle before, and I couldn't do anything at the castle. And part of the reason why is because it's part of this guy's quest. I couldn't get into the entrance. I got there. I killed the guards that were waiting on the outside, but there was nothing else I could do there, so I actually left.
ここに暮らす人々とその忍耐を表したものにしたい。
石狩ヶ原は変わらんとあかん。風こそが変化を表す印に合うと思う。
高橋師匠の言う通り、土地には人ありきだ。
よし、では決まりだな。石狩城から鬼面隊どもを一人残らず追い出した時、新たな旗を掲げるとしよう。
城に攻め込むつもりか？そっちを先に言え。
来い、策について話そうや。師匠の一門は鬼面隊を相手に命を賭して戦うてくれてる。
しかし城がある限り完全に一掃することはできない。
たとえ城を奪えたとしても守り抜くのは固い。
守るつもりはない。
ぶっ壊したるんや。
火薬は当たるのか？
こいつをかっぱらってきたからな。
棒火矢を使って正門を攻めてやろう。圧、貴様には鬼面隊を誘い出してもらいたい。
俺が？
鬼を切った女をあいつらがほっとくはずがあらへん。
貴様が鬼面隊の気を引いている間に俺と稲戸が城を内から焼き払う。
たった2人で？
弟子どもも一緒だ。我々は自力で戦えると石狩ヶ原に示してやりたくてな。
松前の助けなしでということか。
この土地は我々の故郷だ。支度が済んだらこちらの合図を待て。
そっから暴れたり。
Okay, if you remember correctly, this was the Oni castle. The castle was being built by capturing the Matsumai soldiers and forcing them, it's basically as slave labor, to build the castle. So the Oni is not there. I don't guess there's a leader there at this point. Or maybe there is. I don't know.
ているな。
なんか花火を見てるみたいやな。
弟子たちは踏ん張ってた。
今夜くらいゆっくり休ませてやらねば。
休む？祝うに決まってるやろ。
そうだな。食って飲んでの宴だ。再建は明日からでいい。
頭が痛い。城がまだ燃えてやがる。いいな、高橋師匠。どこにいるんだ。
イベンタイどもが一人もいなくなった。お前たちよくやった。酒がほとんど残ってねえや。
こう見られてるってわけか。
I guess these guys had one hell of a night celebrating the burning of the castle.
アツ、あんたひどい顔してるで。
実にいい夜だったな。腹は減ったか？
ああ、減ってる。
酒が溜まった腹には温かい飯が優しくていいな。
これからどないする？
主も城も失った鬼面隊は終わりだ。
石狩ヶ原は自由を得た。
弟子や身内もこれで安心して暮らせる。
せやな。
旗がただの飾りにならないといいな。鬼がいなくなったとはいえ、ずっと気を緩めていいわけじゃねえぞ。
蝦夷地やからな。
ではアバよ。
Burning of Castle Ishikari is done. Let's go practice a little shamisen. I think there are 7 songs in the game, 6 or 7, that you can get by doing these little practices. And each song does something different. And I don't really use them all that much, to be honest with you. By the time I get the message to use them to call the wolf, for instance, I'm usually too close to use it. I don't use it to find hot springs. The golden bird will find them anyway. There's an armor set that you can use that will help find certain items as well. So I'll do them to get the accomplishment, like the Sumi paintings. Yeah, this one will help. That song will help me locate hot springs. I think I already have most of them anyway. So some of these would have been helpful to find earlier in the game. And I was doing a lot of exploring, so... but I guess if there's not an NPC in the area, or the guy didn't sell me a map, I wouldn't necessarily know to come here for the shamisen. And there are a few items like that, like the gambling dens. They're not all... most of them are on the map. Sometimes an NPC will tell you, oh, there's something. Alright, let's do this. Let's go to the weapons so we can... the katana needs 2 more, the Odachi needs 2 more, the Yari needs 3 more, the Kusarigame needs 3 more, so let's do the Yari. We're going to try to max these out in the next couple of episodes. We want all of them to be unlocked and maxed by the time we face the final boss. So let's go to Master Yoshida.
Atsu, 世話しそうだな。Yotei 6人衆に遺恨を晴らしているそうではないか。良きことだ。あやつらの手勢もおののいている。大立ちを携えし怨霊にな。松前の侍の中にもそなたを称える者がいる。I got a feeling we're about to begin one of his quests.
誰も酒を勧めてこないが。
酒飲みに見えるからだろう。おい、そなたは次の教えを受ける潮時だ。あの掛け軸には代々死から死へと伝えられてきた奥義が記されている。無論拙者も手を加えた。 読み解いていこう、共に。
まずは足を広く構えよ。
何か不満か？
俺は体で覚えるたちだ。
後で弟子どもとし合えばよい。
身をひねり渾身の人たちを振り抜くべし。
気力を一点に集めねばならん。
気力の源は呼吸と心得よ。
敵を前にした時多くの弟子が忘れてしまうのが呼吸だ。獲物の重みに耐えることに目が向いてな。この技は相手の守りを崩し、そして聞いておるのか？
体で覚えたい。
拙者が相手になろう。悔やむでないぞ。
技に手を加えたと聞いたが。
年寄りの師匠どもが空歌に溺れてな。拙者の技で叩き伏せて韻を踏んでいる場合ではないと思い知らせたことがある。大立ちを抜け。
てめえから抜け。年寄りはいたわらなきゃな。
早く抜け。さあ、そなたの技を見せよ。息を止めるな。追いしろ。惜しい。息が乱れているぞ。呼吸を忘れるな。それだ。
構えも呼吸も乱れてない。
この手にも伝わってきた。
もう一度だ。次こそは俺の技で叩き伏せてやる。
そなたなぞ片手で十分だが、今は酒を飲みたい。冷えてきたからな。
俺が火を焚こう。
我が師匠曰く炎は呼吸で育てるものだと。あの技に通ずるだろう。寒い。早く温めろ。
あれほどまずい酒は飲んだことがなかった。
酢を混ぜているからな。弟子が隠れて飲むのだ。
なんとひどい師匠だ。
かつてはうまい酒を飲んでいた。弟子と一緒に。だが酔った侍が大立ちを振り回せば始末に応援。だから規律を正した。
そして年寄りの仲間入りってわけだ。
他にどうしろというのだ。侍でありながら戦の行く末を眺めるばかりなのに。六人衆は終えているのか？
あまり。
必ず見つかる。その時は大立ちであやつらの首を落とせ。聞こえたか？誰かいる。獣かもしれんが調べておこ
う。松前の見回りがいる。
見慣れている。あやつらではない。
北へ向かう商人の一団だ。
はあ、そうか。よかった。
待て、他にもいる。斎藤の手下どもだ。
何をしている？
ゴーヒアだ。避けろ。
馬に乗れ。道場が燃える。止めに行くぞ。
他の弟子はいいのか？
それどころではない。あのけだものどもは今ここで叩き潰す。これが拙者にとっての戦だ。あの技を忘れてはおらんな。あ
あ、隙を生んで守りを崩す。
あやつらを成敗してくれよ。今だ、アツ。お出しを抜け。あらこそは道場の主吉田。松前様に仕える忠義の士。その者は我が弟子にして本領なり。斎藤家に貸し付け哀れな畜生ども。今こそ報いを受けろ。 返り血で染め上げてくれる。我らの友達で貴様らの使いを木っ端みじんに砕いてやろう。畜生ども震えてまで。食らいやがれ。大立ちの刃で胸を切り裂き真の層を貫いてやろう。
That was much more difficult than it needed to be.
今のは小競り合いに過ぎん。拙者が税を率いることはかなわんが、弟子どもを率いて武人の道に導いてやることはできるな。
いずれは自分も許してやれ。
まあな、まずは一歩目だ。そなたは大立ちの道を全うした。共に戦えたこと嬉しく思う。
俺もだ、吉田師匠。松前も喜んでるはずだ。
そう言ってもらえてありがたい。
それで
変わらず修練に励め。たとえ天賦の才があろうと稽古は欠かせん。学び終えたら最後の教えを授けるから道場に来い。
最後の？
思うような教えではない。だが学ぶ会はある。
それは楽しみだ。ではな、吉田師匠。
The Odachi's redemption. Okay, so now after all of this playing around, we should get to some main story progression. So we're gonna head to Saito's training fortress.
深き山、逃ぐとも虎は虎のまま。また牙研ぎて戻り込むとせん。
正しいな。通ってよし。よくぞ我らに加わってくれた。生まれは蝦夷地か？本土か？
生まれは蝦夷地、本土で磨いた。
ああ、お前女だったか。
それがどうした？
悲願を果たすためなら斎藤様は誰でも受け入れる。忠義を尽くす限りな。お前は運がいい。我らの働きを見に直々に出向いてくださってる。
斎藤が？
待て、その顔知ってるぞ。怨霊と呼ばれてる女だろう。お前蛇様を殺したな。
ほら、
覚悟しろ。
見られずに動けば斎藤を殺せる。草の陰に入り隠れるか。
Okay, so it looks like we're going to be stealthing our way through most of this fortress. Which we've become an expert at doing. So this should go pretty well. The only thing about this technique is that you really... Well, that was stupid. You really can't... You really don't know much about the depth. So your depth perception is just not there. See, like when I use the technique, it looks like those two guys should have seen that guy die. But the reason they didn't is because chances are the guy I shot was much closer than the other two guys. I mean, it's still a good technique. I love it. It lets you know where the enemies are. Gives you some idea. So I'm going to loot everything I can since these guys are chitter-chattering and not paying attention. How best to deal with them. Oh, I didn't see you over here. Okay. He's done. If you're wondering why the shots look different, it's because the charm that I was using is off. Somewhere along the line, I replaced it with something else. I think part of it was that I didn't want to overuse the number of arrows. Okay, that went well. So I need to get up top. I need to go back. Yeah, I need to go back to where I was and walk across. Yeah, I think that's the only way over there anyway. This is the gate, but the gate is closed. And the other side is too high to climb, and there's no way to get beyond that fencing over there. So, conveniently, you can come up and hide in the bushes, collect some loot. If I can get a chain assassination, that would be great. Looks like there are only two guys over here. the game upgrades the charms as you, I guess, as a reward for particular achievements. Okay, so no more enemies here. When we were far away and we used a spyglass, it told us there was an entry point over here somewhere. Oh, okay. It's right to the gate. Okay, they're all on the other side of the gate. Okay, I see. I see. This is going to be a one-way trip. Once we're in, we're in. Okay, a little bit more reconnaissance. He senses Lady Death is waiting for him. Oh, she's not Lady Death. She's Princess Deathstrike. He senses that she's near. Now, it is kind of risky going after this guy in the middle of a fortress. Okay. Oh, the PaxAriaGaming kill is awesome. Because it pulls them into wherever you're hiding. If you're hiding, if you do it out in the open, it'll just pull them towards you. Which means you save ammo. As you know, I've been stealthing my way through using the bow and arrow. But this allows me to sort of conserve some of that a little bit. And there's still way too many enemies to just think I'm going to just make my way through without having to fight. So yeah, there are like 15 guys. And we've taken out 2. Okay, well. Again, the reason I'm using this armor is because it lowers enemy detection. Otherwise, it would be smarter to use the Undying. Okay, that's 5 down. Five down in this section. I'm not counting where I first came in.
誰かが潜んでる。隠れたつもりか。手間をかけさせるな。嫌がって。
That's what happens when you're not careful. So let's do this again the right way. Yeah, you can't just walk off a cliff and think you're not going to die. Alright, let's try this again. Let's take a jump. That's what it looks like you're supposed to do. Work my way around and jump back across. He's talking about his sons. His sons are home, so that means they're home from where? And what does home mean? Does home mean in Azo, or does it mean there at the fortress? Okay, we have to continue fighting our way through. Sorry, buddy, you didn't even have a weapon. Okay, so let's see how many. Of course, there are a zillion people. Of course, there are a zillion people. Well, the good thing is some of them are easy to pick off, like this guy. And these guys, because he didn't even see it. And that guy. Okay. Oh, you saw it. Yeah, I didn't see where he was hiding. Alright, so we cleared out the, let's call this the entrance area. Let's go up top and take a look around. We can take this guy out. Easy peasy. Let's go back up top. Get the lay of the land. I don't know whether we have to kill everyone. As he's teaching him how to shoot. I guess we can work our way mercifully through the tall grass, since there's plenty of it. And I think my armor is helping out a lot as well, since none of these guys are really eagle-eyed. Okay, we have 3 guys there. Nothing really to loot in there. The idea is to work our way around the perimeter. I guess we don't have to kill these guys, but they're right there, so... Especially this. I was wondering whether I'd be able to get a chain assassination, and I was able to, so that's good. That's loot. Gotta loot before we move on. Once we move on, we're not coming back this way. Gun guys to our left. We got this guy, I don't know what he's doing. And we have another guy ahead of us. Even though they make noise when I'm doing all of this, they don't seem to... These guys don't seem to react to any of that. So I guess that's a... If I'm being critical, that's an inconsistency, right? I mean, you snag him, he makes a noise, he has a little death rattle, and the guy standing 10 feet away doesn't hear. Okay. Yeah, looks like we can sneak by. So these little barriers, it should protect us. The last thing we need is to be shot at while we're doing all of this. I mean, we could use scorch bombs if we had them. I think that would attract unwanted attention. Okay, alright, I can sneak by. There's another curtain thingy. Climb up here. As long as there's nobody else around. Oh, okay, this was the little opening we saw from across the way. Oh, let's loot first. Let's go through. You're never gonna catch me. Well, it's not superstition, they're all dead. There's a whole bunch of bodies lying in my wake. If you don't really believe I exist. Alright. Now. I'm guessing we have to slide down and then... No, we can't slide down there. Go around here. And then slide down and jump on and grapple onto something. I think I see the grapple point. Okay, not bad. I will say the game makes it easy to traverse these kinds of areas. It's a little bit more forgiving than it can be. They could have made this much more difficult.
勝てればよい。
斎藤様、鬼様と狐様が亡くなられ
This
た
would be
今、
way too easy.
待て。
He seems very confident. Very, very confident that I'm not going to give him any trouble.
あの刀鍛冶の娘、イチョウと共に焼いたはず。いかにして逃れた。
死ねるかよ。てめえをこの手で殺すまで。そうして戦も生き延びた。
少し話そう。辛い人生であったろう。どうだ、狼の姫。
おい、その名で呼ぶな。
聞くが、戦を生きながらえてきた中でお主を召し抱えたいとのたまった領主はあったか。
答えるまでもね。
松前が求めるはわしやお主のような剣士ではない。犬畜生だ。手なずけ操りやすい下僕どもよ。
てめえも同じだ。約束したのが武士の誉れではなく自由ってだけ。刀を持ってられるとそそのかしでもしたんだろ。嘘800を並べた末の大将だ。
だが松前は刀を持たせんぞ、女には。幕府の連中も多くただ殺すのみ。利はあるかもね。だが物は試しというで。
All right.
修行の賜物見せてみろ。
You'll notice I changed my armor. The reason why is it makes it a little bit easier for me to parry. And I decided not to go with the katana against this. I know I'm not supposed to use this against this weapon, but he's got these weird movements. Like he'll start moving and stop, and then, you know, it's just hard to get a read on what he's doing. This gives me a little bit more reach. Actually, a lot more reach, so it's a little bit more helpful against what he's using. That move. Just never sure when he's done with it and when he's gonna do something else. Oh, well, that's unexpected. Well, maybe not unexpected, because there's no way this could have been the end. I haven't even found his sons. I'm assuming he's going to be the final boss. Okay, so Atsu needs to get her priorities in order. I mean, I know she hates the guy, but geez. Shogun of the North. Okay, that begins his quest line. And I'm guessing we will come back to it later. Oh, my buddy Hanbei found me.
動くな。煙が肺に溜まっているぞ。
半兵衛、斎藤はどこだ？
逃げた。その折に何十もの侍を切っておったわ。
どうして松前が攻めてきた？
わしが伝えた。お主の助けになるかと。
さらに用心されちまう。おびき出さねえと。
The other thing is we have to regroup with Jubei, which we haven't seen in a while.
この世にいる限り、お父もお母も決して成仏できね
え。お主が死んでも成仏できんぞ。求めるものが見つかると良いな。
All right. And so, thanks, Kiva. We'll get him next time. All right. So we are done with this episode. Episode 12 in the books. When we come back in episode 13, we will actually begin chapter 2. And we'll meet back at the inn. We'll do some sort of tasks that we haven't done yet. But I will see you in the next episode. Thanks a lot. Take care.